Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an inspiration for STEM students. I'm Dr. Gena Henderson and it is Python Wednesday. Yes. And I always begin Python Wednesday by telling you which oil we are diffusing. So this morning we are diffusing TeaTree. TeaTree is more of a purifying oil, and I use it on my face for scarring or for acne. It's also helpful. Most people put it into whatever facial cleaners that they're actually going to be using on their skin. So as a diffuser, it's more of a purifier of the atmosphere. Okay, so I kind of always want my atmosphere cleared out when I come to this Python. Okay, Python, you just want to make sure you clear your mind before you rush in to do some Python. So we're going to get right back to where we were with Python Wednesday from last week. And what I had introduced you to was the byte array. And the byte array, we had used a string. And in that string byte array, we had potatoes. And we had used in code the unit transformation format to basically take this byte array and translate it into its character decimal numbers. Okay, so that means that each letter, each character of the string potatoes has its own separate decimal for a character. Okay, and so last week I asked the question, does that get us back to cryptography? And of course it does, because if we have a number that is represented as a decimal, it could really go back to cryptography, to a binary number. Okay, so I can also let you know and demonstrate that to you because I went and pulled up on the internet the decimal binary hexa-ASCII conversion chart, and so the P, the character P is represented as a 112, which is the answer that we actually got for it as a decimal. And as you can see, right beside it is its binary code. Okay, so we can go from this decimal number to binary code like we always have done in cryptography. Okay, so that's really what I wanted to show today, was that all we would have to do if we wanted to go back and we actually wanted to translate. Here you go. We actually wanted to translate each one of these numbers that were basically transformed from this byte array potatoes. We could look right here to find out. Here is the binary number. So here's P, there is O, there is T, here is A. Okay, and then we go T again, then you go back to O, then you go back to E. Okay, and then you go to S. All right, and all of those binary codes will be used for each one of those characters. Okay, and so that basically takes it back to cryptography. So what we want to do next week is we want to get into some I have about 3 more terms that I need to introduce to you. I know one of them is the dictionary. So there are some terms that we need to go into next week. And then we're going to clear out of the basic terminology that Python has, and we're gonna move into more lessons where you actually get to see some action. It's just that I am one of those type of instructors that I want to make sure you know everything that we need to know, or that you've been actually introduced to almost everything that we need to before we can actually go graphic and visual and all that good stuff. Okay, so I want to thank you for going to work with Gena. It is Python Wednesday. Yes.